Hi, welcome to Friday Souls. I've kind of done a week in my life, but it's not quite a week, how my week's going to work out. But I did film this already. I was sat in the car park at the Metro Centre and I recorded an introduction and then it disappeared. So, yeah, let's see how the rest of the week pans out. That I already know how it pans out, but just go along with me and I'll catch up with you shortly. Should we get some breakfast? Get some breakfast, should we? Come on then, come on, let's go get some breakfast. Are you ready? Go. Hi, so it's much later, about 4 p.m. I've been back for a little while, had some lunch downstairs with our little pooch. I ate the lunch and she was like, let me at it. She's called Luna. This is a proper picture of her because you didn't see very well on that footage that I've popped in. So I'm back, I'm in my sewing room now and I'm cutting out this fabric, which you've seen me share before many times, which is like one of those knitted wools. I'm wearing the Peppermint magazine other jersey dress that I've made. I'm probably going to be living in all of these, so I'll get a picture and share this with you. I'm totally happy with this pattern now, and so yeah, I've decided to get this one cut out. It's a quick whiz up. I'm off this week and I didn't realise it was Sawtoon Wednesday, so I'm going to Sawtoon on Wednesday. I've booked in. I met Linda this morning. We must have been nattering for a couple of hours. We had a couple of cups in Costa, a tea and a coffee each, and yeah, it was just lovely to see. I've not seen her properly like that for ages, and she's going on Wednesday, so looking forward to seeing her then. So I think I'm going to get this cut out, and I think I'm going to cut the jacket out, or cardigan, I'm not sure which. So in terms of the fabrics that I got from the Knitting and Stitching show and pattern choices, I talked about those the other day. I talked about the fabrics, but I've now downloaded the patterns, my 5 patterns from Fibre Mood. So the first one I'm going to share with you is, I'm sure it's called the Roma dress, which is another long knitted dress, which I've been looking forward to making. I made it yesterday. I think the fabric that I made it, I'll go get it, 2 seconds. Well, I'll drop a picture in of the actual pattern. I think I made it in this fabric, which was a remnant from not from Pound Fabrics at all. It was from First for Fabrics. I bought it pre-summer when they had a big jersey sale on. It's more of a turquoisey greeny blue. I think it's a Stuff of Denmark fabric. It's not as long as I've made this one, and I didn't realise it's long enough. I would say, I think if I make this again, and I'm going to, but I'm going to make it in the purple knitted fabric, which I've shared before. This could be a moving around like real action shot sort of a vlog. So that one's to hand here. So remember this purple melange fabric that I shared last week or the week before. So it won't be before we go away at the end of the week, but I think I'll revisit this, but in an actual more of a knitted fabric, where this is more of a sweatshirt fabric. It's really nice. I bought it because it was a remnant and I thought there was enough to make a billy jumper, but I thought I'll just try it. It's beautifully soft. I will put some pictures of me and wearing it. I think I need to run it in again. It's more loose than I expected it to be, so I can probably size down in it when I do make it again. And also the neckband isn't lying as flat as I would like it to be, so I think I probably need to reduce the size of the neckband in it. I think it's absolutely fine because I'm more than likely I'd be wearing it to work at home or something like that. I probably wouldn't dress this up and go out like I've had this on today with my Doc Marten boots and my big coat and my bag, and felt quite stylish in this. I think this is more of cosy, comfy, and I'm cool with that. But I will drop a picture in and show you it. It doesn't have any cuffs. This is the narrower sleeve, and I was a little bit worried it would be too narrow, but it's not at all. And they also do sort of a 3/4 length wide sleeve. I was tempted to do that, but the only thing I thought, if I put my biker jacket or something over it, it'll just bunch up. So I didn't go for that sleeve option. I've got to say the sleeves were massively long. You know, if you normally need to lengthen sleeves, you won't need to lengthen this sleeve pattern. I think I chopped 4 inches off before I put a double hem in it. And I knew it was nearly tea time yesterday, but one of the things I absolutely promised myself this week, was that I was just going to get to grips with my... Oh, see, when I talk about it, I can tell my voice has changed. You know, when you just feel... Oh. So, I got a Brother cover stitch machine. I did have a Baby Lock Ovation combination machine, and I wasn't really using the cover stitch part when it was combined. I do, however, think that the Baby Lock cover stitch is a far better quality stitch machine. So when I was doing the... and I'm not being disrespectful to anybody who's got the Brother one at all. I think I need to learn how to use it more. And so I want to spend more time using it this week. So when I was making the Fibre Mood Luke swimsuit in the summer, I lined it and put in a shelf brow, which meant there was a lot of layers. And when I went to cover stitch it round, which was one of the reasons I wanted to get it, it was just skipping stitches over all the thick bits. And I was like... And obviously with a cover stitch machine, if it does that, then it'll just unravel. So I just I didn't twin needle it, I just did 2 rows of stitching, which I can do quite easily on my faff machine. Like, I can get it really accurate. So it was on this table here, and I've moved my Singer machine. I think you might just be able to see that from here. So it was where the black Singer is, hang on, there. And I've moved it to here, because I think if it's actually on that tabletop, I'll use it more. Sorry, I need to move so I can actually talk to you. And I was about to hem it on my sewing machine, and I thought, no, cover stitch it. And it did it absolutely fine, but I did get my humper jumper out, because that was a tip that I'd seen, like, after I was researching a bit about the seams and things. So I used that. I didn't question whether I needed it or not. I just put it in on each of the seams. And because I did a double... Did I do a double? No, I did a single hem. But obviously then you've got 4... When you're over the seams, you've got 4 layers of fabric. And it's done it absolutely fine. I'm quite pleased with it. I did it in grey because I didn't really have any thread that was an exact match. I don't know. Let me get my face out, see if that'll zoom in. But I'm quite pleased with it. I found it quite easy to use, so I'm really more hopeful about that now. And I think it's just a matter, because with the cover stitch machine, there's only one looper, and the looper, unless you're doing it in reverse and you wanted the looper threads showing, your looper threads would always be underneath. So I've put a cream coloured looper thread on, because I don't really sew an awful lot of black at all anymore. And I don't need to change that unless I do, and I could just knot it and pull it through. And I just put a grey on top. And I think maybe in the summer, I don't know if I kind of put Mariflex on, because I was thinking, oh, it's swimwear, but obviously with it being cover stitch, it's meant to be able to stretch. So, you know, when you just feel like you need to spend more time on it and become friends with your machine. So, yeah, that's completed. But as I say, I personally think I want it more fitted. This one is a little bit loose, but it needs to go in the wash tonight. The fabric was washed before I got it, but you know how, like with the jersey dress, sometimes you wear it a couple of times and it gives a bit. Where the pink one that I showed you last week, which is just here, is more of a French terry. And so with this one, it's sort of hasn't kind of lost its shape. I had so many compliments about this dress at the Knitting and Stitching Show, it was crazy. I mean, I was gifted the fabric from a sewing friend, so that was free. The pattern was free, and I used like a tiny little bit of ribbing on the neck. So yeah, I know I'm building up quite a collection of these now. So yeah, do I like the Roya? Yes. Will I make it again? Yes, because this was 175 a metre, so I'd like to try it in a knit, because this is a raglan sleeve, and that's obviously a traditional sleeve. It did say to sew the sleeves in on the flat, but I actually prefer to put them in, like sew the sleeve seam, sew the side seam, and then fit it in, and it went in absolutely fine. When I'm overlocking, I don't like to, you know, well, you don't come around a corner, do you? You pull it straight to go around the corner. So yeah, but it worked absolutely fine. As I said, length of it was probably great for most people, but I just would do it a little bit longer next time, I think. Probably, I don't know, 6 inches, maybe something like that. I'll measure it up against these and then I'll know. So I'm cutting the blue out in the Peppermint magazine. I'm saying this on camera so it actually happens. Tonight I am finally going to take the scissors, my mum's old scissors, and I am going to cut this pink wool. Now, it is either going to be the Fibre Mood Vinny, which I'll drop a picture in, it's easier, is the bomber jacket that I keep talking about, or it's going to be the new Fibre Mood Flavia, which was another pattern that I got. So the Flavia is can be for woven fabrics or knit fabric, so it's like can be a cardigan or it can be a cropped jacket. So I think I might do it in the cropped jacket, and I know I'm procrastinating about doing the bomber jacket, but I haven't got an awful lot of time because my Felicity Fabrics dress is here ready, and tomorrow I'm dedicating the day to do that, and that should be fine, that'll be finished. So I'd like to get this cut and maybe started tonight, and what I might do is overlock all the pieces round, and then I could take this, I mean I can overlock it Sawtune, but it just means if all the pieces are overlocked round I don't need to take it to Sawtune. I mean, God, I'm going to say this, I think it'll be reasonably easy to make, it's unlined. It doesn't have any fastenings on it, I don't think, and yeah, but I'm going to have a look at the pattern, but I'm going to cut it out. So I'm just pondering on sizes, because when I made the Roya, I'm sure that's its name, I keep saying that, I'm sure that's its name, jersey dress yesterday, obviously it's too big, but I need to look at the measurements and sizes for this. I'd rather it was too big than too small, because like literally it looks like you put the sleeves in and it's like making a top. So if it's too big, I'll be able to alter it and run it in, but if it's too small, well, it's too small. So I'm hoping to get that done. I have got the fabric washed that I got the Knitting and Stitch and Show, which is this purple blue cord, which I am going to make either this or the bomber jacket in, but I can't get everything done this week, and I really want to cut into this pink fabric because I just think, well, I'm just procrastinating over it and it's ridiculous. And then I do want to get that quilted bomber jacket made, so I'm hoping maybe next week I get that made. So there's another couple of things I've done some alterations on, but I'm going to hold off and share those with you next week. I will have nothing to talk about. And yeah, so come back in a day or two. I might even remember to take my camera to Sawtune and see if I can get some live action shots there. I got a new lipstick today, do you like it? It's one of the Maybelline, hang on. Yeah. Sorry, this is all the stuff I talk about on my other channel. So this is, it's the vinyl, it's called Maybelline, and it just stays on. So I've got a cup of coffee on the go, still on, had some lunch, still on. It's like a liquid Superstay vinyl ink. And I really like these. So this is the third colour I've got. I've gone a little bit darker in this. And what else did I get makeup wise? Oh, you don't really want to know this, but I got a new eyebrow pencil. Because when I got my threading done and then I reacted, I was saying to the girl I can't get a colour that matches it because they mix a little bit of ash in with my eyebrows, because actually really they're ginger. Although this is my natural colour now. I would have ginger eyebrows if I didn't get them tinted. So I managed to find this one, which was a NYX, and it's called Brown Ash. So I put a little bit in, and my daughter said, oh, I think that's a good colour match. I was going to say mummy, but she doesn't call me mummy. She's 24. I was just being a bit sarcastic. So yeah. And because this is a chatty vlog, I'll tell you what else I've done. So I'll drop a picture in because I've wrapped up. It's got a bow on it now. When we go down to stay with our friends, we're taking the Christmas gift for their daughter, Charlotte, who's Carl's goddaughter, who's 11. Chris would normally say kind of get this for her on Amazon, but as we're going down, I said, let's get it wrapped, because I've been putting together bits I think this is quite a lovely kind of gift to do for somebody. It's not expensive. I've just been picking up dribs and drabs of things here. Some of it's from Primark because their makeup range is pretty good. So like a mascara, a little eyeshadow, like quite neutrals. I mean, she's like nearly 6 foot tall and she's like 11. And I know she's just getting into all that sort of stuff. So mascara, eyebrow pencil and sharpener, eyeshadows, some bath bomby type things, face mask, hair mask, Aveeno body cream. I'm trying to think what else is in there. There's a makeup fixing spray. There's a rose like refreshing mist spray that you can use, not for makeup fixing, just like a refreshing one. And a few other bits. So I've just put that into a box with tissue, you'll see in the picture, and got that wrapped up, and I think she'll really like that. I have been in touch with her mum and said, if we did this, will she like it? I said, but just tell Chris that we've got her like big eyelashes and, you know, we haven't, you know, she's 11. But I might just wind Chris up a bit about it when we're there at the weekend. So, what else? Yeah, I picked up Ira's boyfriend Aaron's Christmas present. I don't think he watches the vlog, so it's fine to tell you. So he likes the Ordinary serum, so I got him a gift set in Harrods Beauty, and I had some points in there, which was great towards it. So I got him a gift set. Should I get it? I'll go get it. So I'm actually going to wrap it up and put it into this, back into the bag, because the bags are really nice. So this was $14.90. So it's the Ordinary are a really good brand. See, this is all the stuff you get on my other channel. I hope you don't mind me talking about it. So this has got the serum in, a foaming cleanser and a moisturising cream. And I know that he uses the serum because Ira's picked it up in there for him before. You can get it in Boots and online and look fantastic and stuff. And he also, like me, uses a lot of the sleep sprays and pulse point stuff. I've got like this brand, the Sanctuary Spa. I've currently got the sleep balm, so it's like a moisturiser that I put it on my arms and across here. I've got the pillow spray and I've got a diffuser. I am sleeping a little bit better actually. I can tell this by I drink a lot overnight because I'm awake a lot overnight, but I'm drinking less, which means I'm sleeping more, so it's a good thing. So I got him the Sanctuary Spa Sleep Mist, which is this one here. I'm sure lots of you use these, you know, they're often lavender fragranced and different things. Doesn't say what it is. Can't remember, but I know he likes these sort of things. So I will wrap that up. I'll probably get him some sweets or something and put it in there, and that's his Christmas gift sorted. One wrapped, one done, one in progress for Ira. Cal's off to Verona, I think, with Chris next year. Every few years they do like a bit of a road trip. They're both kind of like petrol heads. Chris used to work for Williams Formula One. He's worked at all over like Aston Martin. He currently works for an electronic superbike company. So the last thing they did last year was, I think it was for Chris's 50th, and they went to the Morgan factory, you know, the old style Morgan cars, but they built now. They went there and had a tour of the factory and afternoon tea. Isn't that a proper boys thing to do? Have afternoon tea? I thought it was great. So they're going to go to, I think they start in Verona and they're travelling around. They're going to different museums, like the Ferrari Museum, loads of them in Italy. So they're off there. So his present's quite easy. Some little bits and then some spends for that. Great, makes it easy. And I picked up this bag today, which there is a Fibre Mood pattern, which is similar to this. And I know Hayley, one of our 4-year-old hems that was with us at the Knitting and Stitching show, she said she's got a pattern to make this in different sizes, but I just want something that's a bit bigger because I want to take my vlogging camera away with me. We're going to Bicester Village. I want to do a little bit of, you know, looking at all the nice things there. I might record a bit of it for the other channel. And this is so soft. I mean, it's not leather, it was £12 in Primark, but it's pleather, but it's really, really soft. And it's just a nice size to fit in like a drink, my camera, phone, etc. And it's got like a buckle strap rather than the, like the twill tape sort of thing. It just sits across there. So I wanted a neutral colour because my coat is this colour. and I'm probably going to take this jacket, and I might take my biker jacket. So I thought this would kind of go nicely with them all. Was there anything else? So the other patterns that I was going to come back to it because I said I would tell you about them. Oh, this is a picture of the Flavia one that I think I'm going to make out of this. So just show it with buttons, but I probably will put buttons on. You see it's got like the little pleat detail around the waist on the front and on the back. So I think that'll be quite nice. I do like it that you could make that in knit or woven. I think that's quite an interesting idea, and I like it because it's cropped, because I like cropped stuff. So yeah, I'll tell you what that's like maybe by the end of this vlog. So the other patterns that I downloaded were the Josephine dress, which I have got in a previous Fibre Mood magazine, but you know how I feel about the trace and had the seam allowance on, so I've had that printed out. That's a make later. The cloud dress, which is a new one, which has the little drawstring circle here where you see the skin underneath, and the blue satin with all the gorgeous flowers. Everybody's commented on it from my last vlog. I'll pop a link to that vlog in here from the Knitting and Stitching show for the fabric. I think I'm going to do that in that one. And then the other pattern I got was the Nikki dress, which was in the Summer Book 2, which I've also got, but I won't be buying any more of the actual magazines now. I've got the download subscription, which is like a sleeveless dress. I'll put a picture in of it, or a couple of pictures. So it looks pretty standard. It's got different tiers on it, but at the side panels sort of cross over like that, which I think is an interesting detail, and then it does have pockets there. And I think you could do that as quite a nice pinafore for in the winter and wear quite a fitted t-shirt or body. So something like the Friday Pattern Company Bateau top that I did the other day is quite fitted on me. That would be nice underneath it. I think maybe in a cord it would be nice, or equally in the summer in a cotton as a sleeveless dress it would be quite nice. So I'd had my eye on a couple of those anyway. So they were my 5 free downloads until the next edition comes out, which I'm guessing is in about 3 months time. I think there's about 4 years. And I did order another pattern and fabric, which I know is really naughty. Like, I came back from the Knitting and I don't know why I'm whispering. Cal knows, he's not bothered. I'm like that, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. So I did download another pattern and ordered some fabric, but I am being a little bit secretive with you because I'm doing a little collaboration with someone. So we're just working out when we're going to do our little, what we've got planned, and then we know when we're going to do the reveal. That was a little teaser for you, wasn't it? Right, that's me. I'm going to get this cut out, have some food, might check back in with you tomorrow, might not, because I think I'm working on the pattern test tomorrow, but we'll see. But it'll probably be quite brief, a brief one on Wednesday, and then Thursday we're off ski. So that'll be it. So catch you then. Hi, so it's Tuesday. I have no idea what time is it. 11:15. I've been up for quite a while. I've done lots of facial care. I've used the My Blend sort of 15 to 20 minute mask on my skin today. It's a pot, but you only put a little bit on. My skin feels incredible. I've had my red light on and just laid on the bed for 15 minutes chill with that on. And what else have I done? And I'm still in my pyjamas. So I've done all my facial stuff, brushed my teeth and done all of that. But I reached a point where Cal messaged me and said Pink's 2 run with the script again next year. We've already seen them this year. We love the script and we love Pink. So we're both registered for various venues across the country and reserved some hotels that we can cancel if we don't get tickets for those places. It's like a military operation, isn't it, going to a gig? And then we'll have to contact the dog minder to make sure that's okay, which I'm sure it will be. She's great. And then I've been sorting out because I decided, I've kind of been on the cusp of deciding about it for maybe about the last 6 months, but I had a Cricut Maker 2. I've had it for a couple of years. I've used it quite a lot. I've used it for sublimation. I think when I first started my channel, I might have had it for 3 years actually. When I first started my channel I was using it. It's in excellent condition. I've got a heat press, sublimation printer, but because of work, my Slimming World work, my general HR work, obviously sewing, the 2 channels. I'm just not using it. And I've just bought this Sony vlogging camera, so I thought, yeah, I'm going to put it up for sale. So I've just been clearing out. I've got a bag for life full of stuff, and we're getting the boxes down from the loft, and I popped it on Facebook group and the Sawtoon chat, and one of the lovely Sawtooners, Maz, is buying it off me. So if you do watch this, Maz, you can have lots of happy times with it, and if you get stuck, you know that you can just give us a shout. But yeah, so that's great, because obviously I've paid for the camera. That's a little bit of cash back towards that. I had my maker on the end of my cutting area. If I turn this around, sorry, I'm just going to angle it so if you can see. So it means that that's now empty apart from the bottle of crease release, which I can just move, which means when I'm cutting it out that I've actually got sort of a clear deck to cut out. And then on this side, sorry, I know this is like photography on the go, but on this side I had the my normal Epson printer, not my sublimation one, and these pattern boxes, the PDFs, were all underneath my desk, and to be honest, it was just a bit of a pain, like going under, bending under, you know, thinking about my posture. So I've moved the printer over here, where remember yesterday? I know it's been like a little rejig all week. So I moved the cover stitch machine out, and I've popped the printer where that is, which just makes it easier to get the paper in and out and things like that. So I feel quite organised today. But it's 11:15 and I've not started sewing yet. So I do want to cut out the Flavia. I've got the instructions printed now. I talked about yesterday. I want to get this cut out. I think this is tomorrow's make, but I do want to get it cut today and overlock the pieces around. Just check the measurements, because it's quite cropped on the picture. But when I kind of roughly did the length, it sort of comes down, not to my hips, but just sort of below my waist, like the top of my bum sort of thing. I just got my daughter to measure the back of me and check. But I'm going to cut it at that length, and it may well be that if it's too long I can just alter the bottom of it, because I think you just put some pleats into the bottom of it. So I won't do that until I'm happy with the length. So yeah, I'm going to cut that out in the pink fabric and kind of get the feel for it. And I am thinking I could make that in the waterproof fabric, or I might still make the bomber jacket. I'm not sure which yet, but today is about cutting it out in pink. See, this is how my brain works. I jump into the next thing. Does anybody else do that? I do feel really scruffy because I'm in pyjamas, but I am going in the shower. There's an optimised time in our household. So the dog, we can let the dog lie in till about 9ish, but then she's like as if she's never eaten before in her life. And then there's a window where parcels may arrive from the postman up to about 11:30, and then there's a so if I'm not showered before then, it's a PJs until the safe shower zone, and there's probably like another 45 parcels due to come for everybody, so you know. So hence hair's just up. A couple of people have asked me how I've been doing my curly hair. I just use my Dyson Airwrap. There's a couple of products that I use. Hang on, I'll grab them. So if I'm curling my hair, so sometimes if you see it straight, it's straight for a few days until I wash it again, because if I'm curling it, I've got to put product in and my hair just won't hold a curl at all. I don't use this blow dry cream, but it's packed ready for Thursday. But I do use the mousse in this if I'm going to curl it. I just find it helps with the hold. And then there's a product called Techniart Ply, which is about £12 a bottle. This one's nearly empty, but I've got a new one. You can buy that on Amazon. And I would just put a little spritz of that through my hair, and then when I kind of layer it up, so I would like air wrap the bottom first, I'd do the sides and the back, and I would give it a little spritz with this, and then same with the top. It gives it a nice hold, but without that crunchiness, and I've used it for like a long time. I think it used to be called something else many years ago. And I'm talking many years ago when I used to have the Rachel from Friends big rollers set, but didn't want it rock hard. And I'm sure it was the same product, but I've had that for a couple of years. Yeah, and that's all I've been using. I do have one of the, what are they called? I'll go get it. can't unravel it, so I'm going to just show you it here rather than spend ages. So this is the Beach Waver. So it's the curler that has the little tongue there. So you sort of, it's not plugged in so it won't curl it, but you sort of put it on the end and it's just that little tongue, and then you can just press buttons and it automatically winds it one way or the other to curl your hair. So you do it like that. So when I was on holiday and I curled my hair, I just took this on holiday. I didn't take a hairdryer because there was a hairdryer in the room. But if I'm at home, because it's a bit longer now, I've tended to just use my air wrap. The next day I might just spritz it a little bit if I want it curly and curl it again with the air wrap, and if I want some finishing curls I'd probably do it with this. So yeah, because a couple of people have asked me about that. A couple of people asked me for a demo, but that's the gist. That's the gist of what I do with it. So yeah, I may come back later with a progress report today, or it may be tomorrow. So as you can see, I am wearing the blue knitted dress which I've made, and I absolutely love my very favourite at the moment, the Peppermint Magazine jersey dress. We've got the raglan sleeves. I'll drop in some pictures of it, and yeah, I was worried about how it would hem and sew, but the sleeves are just turned over, pressed and hemmed. I didn't top stitch around the neck. I didn't feel that it did need it, and I didn't want to do anything that would draw attention to it because I didn't actually have any thread that would kind of particularly match it, but just did the neckband in the same knit, and very long as always. I had it on for Sortium yesterday actually, and I had it on with my like brown Dr. Martin Sinclair's and my long pink coat. I got loads of compliments on my dress and things and how I looked, and I felt really nice. You know, just pulling on a jersey dress. These are really suiting me this year. So I'm just recording a couple of different vlogs this morning, and we're heading off to Manchester soon. But I'm going to wrap this week up. I know it's only been a few days rather than a week, but there's been a lot going on because I've been on holiday, and I know it's already around 30 minutes. So if you're still with me, thank you. And yeah, watch out because I'm just about to drop, so that might have gone out, today's Thursday, so that might have gone out Thursday before Friday Souls on a Get Ready With Me on my beauty and lifestyle channel. So you can check that out, find out what products I'm using and just kind of how I get ready and stuff if you're interested. There's always a link in the description box. And I'm about to record my Felicity Fabrics vlog because that dress is ready, and a collaboration vlog. So there's lots coming out in the next week. So I'm undecided about doing a Friday Souls next week. I don't want to feel like I'm bombarding you too much, although some of them are shorter vlogs. So yeah, and don't forget, gift to November, Instagram date 30th, so next Wednesday. I'll be doing a wrap-up vlog just to remind you though. So I'll catch you soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.